Hello, I'm Police Chief Johnny Cervantes. Welcome to the Chief's Corner. Today, we're going to talk with CEO Tony Walker from the First American Credit Union. We're going to find out how he ended up in the Chief's Corner.
The latter part of April going into the first week of May, we had a vagrant, if you will, that approached not only employees, but someone who actually cleans our facility as well. Very aggressive, profanity-laced, aggressive not only in tone, but in physically as well.
As a member of the community response team, we're often contacted to follow up on issues within the community, specifically with business owners having issues with people in the areas or with burglary problems that patrol might not necessarily have time to deal with. On this day, we were contacted by the CEO of the First American Credit Union regarding a subject who has been causing multiple problems over the course of several days with their employees as well as with their employees' families.
The partnership with the Casa Grande Police was very important just for the fact that the events that unfolded here at the credit union happened on multiple days. And probably unfortunately for us internally, there was maybe a lack of communication with the appropriate parties to understand that there were multiple events. And it really took the alliance with the police to be able to streamline that communication.
The maintenance worker called the police, came down and interviewed him, but they weren't able to locate the subject. A report was not pulled. Based on that information, we were given the surveillance footage of the incident. I took that back to the police department and showed it to a couple of my colleagues. The subject was identified as who they thought it might be. I created a photo lineup. I took it to the maintenance worker, interviewed him. He viewed the photo lineup, determined that the subject was not on it. Gave me the rest of the details involved in the case. Based on that information, I went to the Arizona Motel, which is a business close by the area. I thought they may have had contact with the subject in question. I spoke with them. They described a subject who matched the description pretty much exactly, that they had multiple issues with, to include assaults, disorderly conduct circumstances, things of that nature. They told me the only thing they knew about him was his last name. Based on the last name, I was able to identify who I believe the subject was based on multiple previous encounters I'd had with him. I took that information back, created a new photo lineup with him in it. I then contacted the next subject involved, who was the husband of one of the employees of the First American Credit Union. Showed him the photo lineup. He did identify the subject I believed it to be.
By pulling those communications together, working with the police, we were able to tighten up a description.
One of the primary focuses that we have is going into the community itself, whether it be going door to door and talking to residents, or whether it be going to businesses door to door and talking to them. The partnership with the community is what makes the big cases come together. It's what makes it possible for us.
You know, because of these particular events, I was able to reach out to the police department, and we were able to have some situational training for my staff that I know that was much appreciated, because a lot of times the things that you hear aren't necessarily things that you don't know. It's just sometimes you forget. And again, you kind of go back in that particular routine. You park in the same parking spot. You come to work the same way, day in, day out. You step out of that vehicle, and unfortunately in our social media stage, then we go right to our cell phone and we want to text and we want to see what's going on in Facebook, and not being very aware of your surroundings. Keep your eyes and ears peeled, and again, trust your instincts. So as a local business, you really need to do that, but understand that there's a huge resource in the Casa Grande Police. Reach out to them, talk to them, and saying, hey, do you mind coming by? Build a relationship with them. It'll go far for you.
Fighting crime takes a community effort. Are you or your business in a position to make our community safer? We need your help to make a difference. We need you in the Chief's Corner.